Domestic violence cases present wrinkles for everyone in the system: the defendant, the state, the court, the victim. They almost always involve emotionally charged folks whose lives are either interdependent or interconnected. The potential for repeat or escalated violence is almost always extremely high, and there's more often than not the likelihood that a victim will, for whatever reasons, wish not to prosecute the perp. For these reasons, in Florida domestic cases, defendants suffer aggressive prosecution, more aggressive than many other crimes. The state feels obligated to force a victim to help themselves. This serves the dual purpose of covering its own proverbial butt in the event of a subsequent violent altercation, and the court will do the same, engaging in pure self-protection, because no judge wants to read her or his name in the newspaper as being responsible for cutting loose a repeat DV offender who re-injures or more seriously injures or maybe even kills a victim when the court could have acted to prevent that from occurring. These are the practical realities of domestic violence cases that we all must live with. And it's for these reasons that there is a mandatory 24-hour hold, a statutorily required cooling off period for anyone who is booked into a Florida jail for any domestic violence case. And that domestic violence victims are afforded special protections, such as being required to be evaluated, even if only by responding officers with a DV checklist. They're required to be provided information about alternatives to returning to their life with the alleged perpetrator. They're encouraged to seek civil injunctions for protection against domestic violence. At my office, we represent domestic violence defendants in both county, misdemeanor, and circuit felony courts. We provide victims' rights advocacy for those who have suffered acts of domestic violence, the victims. In Florida, victims of crime have rights too, both constitutional and by statute. We also defend civil domestic violence restraining orders at Michael A. HaberPA.